We did it, everybody. Doug, are you still there?
All right. Yep. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. We made it. We made it
Oh my,
through the guts of the fish. We made it through the benighted future where the sun has gone out. We have made it through Ebenezer Scrooge's duodenum. We are now here playing The Little Match Girl 2, colon, 2, part 2 of maybe 2. And thanks for bearing with us, anybody who might be watching this live. um, yeah, I was still learning technology. You didn't come here to hear me talk about this. You came here to see Doug and I play more of this game by Ryan Veeder, who is in the hizzy. When we last left, our intrepid time traveling assassin, Ebenezabeth, she had traveled through all those places that I had listed earlier and was now in the Ocean of Storms. And I say we pick it up where we left off. I will also note that we are now playing this on the author's own website and not itch.io, which did not work very well, we determined last time. I also note that the screen is not suffused with JavaScript errors and warnings. I do not know, even though I'm still playing it on Safari. What I conclude from this is that Apple watched our last stream and was filled with embarrassment, and they re-engineered their browser to better work with this game. So thank you to our friends in Cupertino for that stunning turnaround. And I will continue where we left off.
thank you, Tim Apple.
Yeah, thank you, Tim Apple. So here we are, Ocean of Storms, rough hills of gray dust. I'll start, excuse me, gotta say the name of the room. Gotta set your mise en scène. Surface, rough hills of gray dust roll towards the black sky. We're going to check out that sky. The sky is black. You can't see any stars except the sun. So the sun is up, but yet the sky is black. That's curious.
We got the sun back.
Yeah, we did get the sun back.
That's good.
We did. We won.
We went back in time, I guess.
The sun is a brilliant white flame in the center of the sky, but you can't focus on it for too long. It hurts your eyes.
That's the sun I know.
That's the sun we know. We're still carrying a lot of stuff. Cool. All right. Well, there's no. Yeah, this is the first time we don't really have a prompt of a direction to walk in. Do you have any ideas of a direction or a first move to make here, Doug?
Can you look at the dust?
The surface is dust, the color of asphalt, the color of dead ashes. Interact with the dust in various ways. Smell dust? No, thanks. There's something moving in the distance.
Are we on the moon, you think?
Oh. Yeah, I think we're on the moon. That's good. I like that.
Is Ocean of Storms, is there like a Mare something or other?
Yeah, I think you nailed it. Can I type examine moon to see how cheeky we are? Look at that.
Yes,
you nailed it. We are in a Haitian land.
Oh. Crossover.
I'm going to examine something, I guess. Yeah, it is a crossover. The thing, maybe it looks like a buggy. The thing is definitely some sort of vehicle. It has wheels.
But it's not buggy anymore.
It's not buggy anymore. It runs very well. This is excellent. Oh, look at that. I wave at the buggy. You wave politely, but get no response that you can detect. There are two people riding it. Whatever it is. I don't have a better idea. I think just waiting is like the coolest thing we can do right now.
Or run away or something.
Run. You'll have to say which compass direction to go in, Doug. Run away.
Moon of a North Pole? I guess it must.
Well, we're going to go north.
The compasses work on the moon?
You take a few slow steps. Surface. The side of a rocky hill. Now it's close enough that you can see clearly. It's a skeletal sort of buggy with rubber wheels. The two riders are wearing shiny space helmets. As they come up alongside you, they slow to a stop and wave politely. A lot of polite waving here. On the moon. Pardon us, little girl, says one. We're hoping you could render us a little assistance. We're lost, is what my friend is trying to say, says the other. I'm Commander Pete, says the first, and my insubordinate subordinate here is Alan. My name is Ebenezabeth, you say, with a small curtsy. Alan gives you a little salute in return. It's been a while since I've seen For All Mankind. Are Pete and Alan a particular Pete and Alan from history?
Oh.
I feel I should know this.
Well, Alan. Oh, geez, I can't remember. I can't think of a Pete, but
I think it's Allen Ginsberg.
Simpson? Alan Simpson was like the first man in space, but I don't think he went to the moon.
No.
Is that right? I don't know.
Well, we'll get to it. I want to look at the guys.
So how through their helmets and no air, and how are we breathing? A lot of questions.
There's a lot of questions, and I suspect we're going to have none of them answered. And I think the advisement is just to hold on to the science loosely. Just let it happen. Yes. Alan
really a dream.
Is a man in a spacesuit wearing a gilded helmet that makes it impossible to see his face. So you can't see his face. You can't really tell him apart from Commander Pete. Is that true if I examine Pete? Commander Pete is a man in a spacesuit wearing a gilded helmet that makes it impossible to see his face. You can't really tell him apart from Alan.
Symmetry.
It is symmetry. I suppose we should talk to them more. That's usually how things get started. How can I help, you ask? The commander explains. Well, we were supposed to inspect the Surveyor 3 probe, which is somewhere around here. But it turns out the two smartest men on the face of the moon can't track the dang thing down and drive the rover at the same time, Alan adds. So we could really use an extra pair of hands if you're not too busy, says the commander. Yeah, hop on, says Alan. Should be bored rover.
Alan Shepard is his name.
Alan Shepard, thank you.
And he was the fifth person on the moon.
Who was the first person to be on a rover? I'm going to have you do the research while we do this.
And was there a Pete?
To hop on, we see you mount the rover. To examine rover, we see it doesn't look structurally sound. If you're not sure which way to go, just let us know and we'll try to get you a heading, Alan offers. Oh, so we're steering now? Okay. Oh, wait, we have scroll bars now because we're not on itch anymore. By the way, I can scroll up. It's pretty great. Excuse me. I got so excited I forgot what our putative mission here was.
Pete Conrad was the third person to walk on the moon.
What do they need? Oh, yeah, we need to find the Surveyor 3 probe.
Charles Pete Conrad Jr.
I believe this completely. Northeast.
Surveyor.
That's not a verb I recognize. Gee whiz. Let's go southwest then. I'm just going to go randomly. I don't know if you have any ideas here, Doug. So, says Pete, what reason would a young lady like yourself have to be wandering in the Oceanus Procularum with a colt in her belt? Oh yeah, because we have an iron. I'm here for more or less the same reason you are, Commander, you explain. I have a job to do. Alan chuckles.
Oh.
Any reaction by Commander Pete is hidden by his visor.
Are we going to shoot someone on the moon? I hope not.
I think we're going to shoot someone on the moon. No, I don't think we are. Now, is she saying she's here on the moon to do a job, or she's here on the moon because she's on her way to do a job, and the job entails being on the moon for some amount of time?
Yes. How are we going to get a flame on the moon?
Yeah, that's a good question. But as you say, we're breathing and chatting just fine, and no one seems to think that's particularly worrisome, so
no,
we'll manage.
So Surveyor 3 footnote landed on the surface of the moon in 1967, uncrewed program.
It would have to have been uncrewed.
Finding a previous lander.
All right, so I'm just going to move around by vibes, I think. Let's go west. Well, let us know if we can help at all, says Alan. Maybe you can. You say, I need to find something that's on fire. No chance of that up here, I'm afraid, Commander Pete tells you. No atmosphere, no oxygen. You nod.
Always has been.
Yeah, I'm the one with the gun, though, in this meme.
Right.
In fact.
Wow. Are we wearing a suit?
Oh, we're wearing a dress from earlier. Breathe was not recognized as a verb. I tried Shogun to Alan. Talking of memes, the revolver is no concern to Alan. Well, the sun's on fire, Alan offers. I forgot who I was doing this southern accent for. I'm just winging it. Incorrect, says Commander Pete. It's made out of plasma, different state of matter. Could be close enough, says Alan. Could be, you say. You think you see Pete shake his head slightly. Oh, but if we look at the sun, it's too... It hurts. Yeah, we need to find like a polarized surface to look through. Or one of their spacesuit helmets.
Keep reading.
The sun is a brilliant white flame in the center of the sky, but you can't focus on it for too long. It hurts your eyes. The only problem is I can't get a look at the sun. It's very, very bright. Ah, you don't have a helmet, do you? Alan asks, though it's quite obvious you don't. These visors are gold-plated to keep out the really unbearable stuff. Pretty expensive pair of fish bowls. I can imagine. Could I try one of them on for a moment, you ask. Pete and Alan look at each other. I don't think that's a good idea, says Alan. We'd die, Pete explains.
Good point.
What if I just get a helmet? Grabby hands.
No.
Who do you mean, Commander Pete or Alan? Let's get Alan. He's funnier.
Jeez.
I guess, okay. Well, in this case, helmet is implemented as a synonym for the astronauts. So I was just trying to grab Alan, and the game is like, no. And you seem to have run out of small talk. So...
Alan Shepard is from New Hampshire, by the way.
Oh, that I'm doing his accent correctly. That was a perfect, spot-on New Hampshire accent I was doing. I could also try to do a down east Maine one. That's as close as I can get. You go into space, everybody talks like Chuck Yeager. That's what The Right Stuff is all about if you read it.
True.
Yeah. We have nothing in our inventory that can become a helmet in a pinch. Unless we have look through the fabric of the dress. No, that's not a good idea at all.
We need to just drive around more?
Yeah, we could just drive around more. Rum. Okay. So what they say if we need help with a bearing, we can ask them.
So we're driving so that they can track it. So are they tracking it? The dang thing down?
Oh, so they're tracking and okay, so we're driving. So ask. Yeah, no, I'm just driving randomly. Get heading? You ask Alan, so I just tried to talk to Alan. You ask Alan which way you should take the rover. He and Commander Pete inspect their instruments. That way, he says, waving vaguely. East, I mean. All right. Genius. Okay. I'm just going to be hitting up arrow twice quite a bit. Surface. The lip of a large crater. Can we check out the crater? There must be 1 million of them. A crater lasts forever here. There's nothing to wipe or wash it away unless another meteorite lands on top of it, I guess. Drive right on in. Nope. A vast gray desert. Keep going east. Let's go east a few times. Oh, wants to go northeast. Dust, craters, above blackness, the sun. Wonder if we're going on a curve here. Oh, we missed it. Up, whoop. Here we go. South. Surface. On the rover, a vast gray desert. This is new. A thing is sitting in the dust. There she is, cries Commander Pete. He jumps off the rover and bounces over to the object. Alan takes a moment to thank you for your help before joining him. Is that the probe? You ask. Sure is, young lady. Landed here 2 years before we did. Just gotta hold that for me, will you? Commander Pete hands something to Alan. We're gonna strip it for parts, Alan explains. That's a negatory, pilot. We're collecting valuable scientific data for king and country. I thought it was on behalf of the whole human race. Pete shrugs. They take a few minutes doing whatever they're doing. Presently, Pete claps the dust from his gloves. What did you say?
I hope he was joking about king and country, unless this is an alternate timeline.
Oh, no. Well, I actually figured he was being, idiomatic. Because you wouldn't say, like, we're doing it for the Constitution. And...
Right.
Although we might.
Doing it for Richard Nixon.
We're doing it for Richard Milhous Nixon and the Congress and the Supreme Court. Pete shrugs. They take a few minutes doing whatever they're doing. Presently, Pete claps the dust from his gloves. Alrighty, I think that's everything checked off the old to-do list. Time to head home. The two astronauts walk back to the rover. Say, Ebenezabeth, says Alan. Whoa. Sorry, my Discord just did a thing. I'm going to minimize it so it stops distracting me. Say, Ebenezabeth, says Alan, would you mind terribly driving us back to the lander? Turns out this moon stuff is a lot easier with a third pair of hands. I'd be happy to, you say. So now we have to go back.
Pete Conrad is from Philadelphia.
That's, again, my accent is impeccable, I dare say. I am just going to...
Delco accent.
Do the thing. Okay, I drove northwest a few paces. We did not, in fact, backtrack because I guess they were just driving around semi-randomly for quite a while from the lander before encountering us. After going northwest, surface on the rover, more dust. There's a giant metal spider here. Does that belong to you two? You ask. You could say that, says Alan. That's the lunar module. Her name's Intrepid, on account she fills us with trepidation. It's perfectly safe, says Commander Pete. Well, Alan says, we'd better be off. Thanks for all your help, Miss Ebenezabeth. Yes, thank you. We couldn't have pulled it off without you, the commander says. That's not an exaggeration, Alan adds in a mock whisper. The two men salute you and enter the module. Then Alan climbs back out, bounding slowly over the dust, carrying something in his hands. Look what I found. Turns out we had an extra lying around. This ought to help you. He hands you a space helmet, like the one he's wearing. Thank you, Mr. Allen, you say, smiling. Ah, shucks, don't mention it. He climbs back up into the module, gives you one last salute, and pulls the hatch closed. A sudden explosion makes the moon shake beneath you. The top of the module shoots up into the sky, leaving the descent stage behind. You're alone again.
Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna wave again. No reaction.
That was a fun little quest.
That was great. It's just like The Martian. So the lander is still here, huh? I hear that there's an Easter egg on it. Examine lander. There's a little white tile stuck to one of the descent stage's legs. Do you know? Are you thinking what I'm thinking and what this is possibly going to end up being a reference to?
Nope.
So on the Int Fiction forums right now is an excellent... I don't have the forums in front of me, so I cannot name any names because I'm ignorant of them. But there is a excellent long walkthrough. I think that was started January of this year of Graham Nelson's Jigsaw. And the thread, it was a live playthrough that lasted for several months, and it was just a big team effort of playing through this game, sort of forum powered, and it's magnificent to read. Actually, one of the best threads. And there is, have you played Jigsaw?
Nope.
So there is, it's a series of vignettes of things that happened in the, it's kind of Quantum Leapish. And it's a series of vignettes of historical events, obviously from a Western civilization point of view of significant moments and places of the 20th century, and one of them takes place on the moon. So, and the video game thing that you do in each vignette is, among other things, is you look for puzzle pieces, which are always hidden somewhere in the landscape and disguised as something else. And that's what I suspect is going on here. It's like, oh, there's a crossover.
Ryan says it's a real life Easter egg.
Oh. Well, I'm looking at this tile. It's a tiny little thing, not even an inch square. There are 6 images etched into it: a black square, a mostly horizontal line, a geometric arrangement of right angles, a sort of trapezoidal knot shape, a crude drawing that distantly resembles a mouse, and an even cruder drawing of a penis.
Okay.
Nice.
Is this a predecessor to the more famous one?
The Voyager disc and plaque?
Right.
It could be. I typed examine penis, and I got, it's definitely a penis. And Ryan in the chat reports, this is a real tile on the real Apollo 12 lander. I was not aware of this.
Is it still on the moon?
I wouldn't know where else it could possibly be.
Right. It's a lander. It's not a launcher. It just lands and then stays there forever.
It does stay there. Well, it has a launching component.
Right.
But that launched.
The descent stage is for descent.
Yep.
Descending.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, something to read about later. But in the meantime, we have a space helmet that we can wear to go with our dress and our pair of leather boots. We're going to look really awesome.
An outfit and a revolver.
Uh-huh. Can we wear the revolver? No. With exclamation marks. You absolutely cannot wear the revolver.
You need a holster.
Don Helmet, you drop the helmet over your head. It's way too big for you. You look ridiculous. Okay, we'll be taking that off as soon as we get to the next stage then. You look up at the sun, a sphere of white fire. You stare into it. You let it fill your mind. No, it's too intense. You have to stop or you'll faint. But you stop yourself from fainting. You steady yourself. You are in an office. Let's see what we're working with. The room is pretty dim. The only light is from outside. There's a lot of stuff in here. Shelves, desk, display case. How about this? We'll divide it into 4 walls, north, east, south, west, and the floor.
But no ceiling?
No ceiling was mentioned.
Mm.
The only interesting thing about the ceiling, Doug, is the camera hanging from it.
Hi.
I'm gonna wave. I'm in a very friendly mood.
Politely.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Ignore.
Yeah, we're in a very suddenly the mood here has become, if you'll pardon the expression, very businesslike, very curt.
Yes.
The floor is only a little dirty. On the floor are yourself and a garbage can.
Do we still have the helmet on?
Oh, yeah, let's take that off.
Looking ridiculous.
Yeah, very self-conscious about that. You take off the space helmet.
Much better.
So, if you recall, the garbage can has been pivotal to our success so far because the garbage can is where we found the cyber skull in the distant year of 3030.
Oh, I did not recall that.
I especially recall that because, as you know, Doug, in the 15 minutes before the stream started, I very hurriedly played through all of the initial stages of the game on memory from having played it only once before, because I forgot that we're playing on a different platform now, and also the save failed on itch. And I didn't remember until just as we were getting ready to record this. And I should also note, I killed the what was it? The hook, not the hookworm, the lungworm. I killed it in 2 shots because I got a crit. It felt pretty good.
Yeah.
One does get better at the game.
Good speed run.
Pretty good speed run. Yeah. I don't want I should get a hold of my friends at Twin Galaxies about that. I don't know, Ryan, I can't I no shade on Itch. They provide a valuable service. I don't know if they provide a valuable service to this game. That's all. Speaking of a game, we're playing one. The can is a metal can painted in industrial beige. In the garbage can are a crumpled paper and a manila folder. Oh, baby. Holy mackerel. I didn't mean that to happen. Whoopsie doopsie. Welp. So I typed get all because my attention as a player was only on the crumpled paper and manila folder, but my player character did the thing that player characters tend to do when you say get all, and just hoovered up everything in the room that I wasn't even aware of there. So I'm going to go down the whole list. Rosewood box, taken. Green vase, taken. Short note, taken. Typewritten poem, taken. Laminated notice, taken. Cookie jar, the glass display case won't open. Delicate glass jewelry box, the glass display case isn't open. Mastodon coin, the delicate glass jewelry box isn't open. Metal cylinder, the glass display case isn't open. 14-sided die, the glass display case isn't open. Cuckoo clock, the glass display case isn't open. Paperweight, the paperweight and the list underneath are glued to the desk? Weird. Angel statuette, you pick up the angel. She's lighter than you expected. Cigar box taken, crumpled paper taken, manila folder taken. So at the very end, we picked up everything in the room, or tried to, including just like rubbing our hands down the glass display case repeatedly, trying to get at everything, before finally picking up the things that were in the trash. So now our inventory is overflowing with goodies that I haven't typewritten poem. Let's just focus on what was in the garbage, because that's clearly what was important. Thank you. So let's look at the crumpled paper. Maybe it's a alchemical recipe. A pink slip of paper with these words. It has 2 vowels. Oh, do you think this is going to be clues? Okay.
Why would someone write that on a pink slip?
And then crumple it up and toss it into the garbage.
Environmental storytelling.
It is environmental storytelling. Very good. The little tab for the labeling the folder is blank. The folder itself is closed. Well, we're going to open that up, aren't we? You open the manila folder, revealing a tiny envelope. Ooh, I'm going to call it tiny. The envelope is adorable. Okay. I'm going to open that up. You open the tiny envelope, revealing a steel key. A delicate little key. Do I need to get it? Yes. Okay. Well, so we have a key.
You need to find a steel lock, or a steel door, or a steel desk.
Yeah. There is that door. The steel door is closed. There's a curious mechanism built into it. Let's take a closer look at that. The mechanism is a sort of shield-shaped thing with 5 circular indentations, each about 3 inches in diameter. Can we just open the door? It seems to be locked. Can we unlock the door? You don't seem to have a matching key, but it's steel. We have a steel key. That's just science. I don't know where all these inventory items came from. Shall we just look at them?
Yeah.
I typed X box. What do you mean? The delicate glass jewelry box, the cigar box, or the rosewood box? I'm curious where all these things came from, because they weren't in the room description, were they?
Do we want to undo?
Oh, undo all the way back to the beginning?
Well, before the get all.
Oh, no, this is fine.
Okay.
I'm fine living with the consequence of our actions. I suspect that we want to look at the walls, and then maybe we'll get more description.
Yes.
There we are. My suspicions are borne out. If one examines north, as in the north wall, A tall bookcase is pressed against the north wall. There are 5 shelves, which, starting from the bottom, we will refer to as the first or bottom, second, third, fourth, and fifth or top shelf. And I bet if we look at the room, oh, it's not there. I thought maybe the room description would have expanded to include that. All right, then. We're just going to stare at all the walls then, shall we? Examine south. A glass display case is mounted on the south wall. Let's just do the rotation. West. There's a desk up against the west wall with a potted plant next to it, and above and between those two is a window with a mostly pleasant view. And how about... Oh, because we didn't see the garbage can until we looked at the floor. So it is all of a piece, you see. Examine the east wall. A windowless steel door is set in the east wall. There's a curious mechanism attached to the door. We've already looked at that. There's also an incredibly detailed painting hanging from the same wall. And yet none of these things are in the insufficiently lit office. I wish to look at the painting. This appears to be Summer Afternoon by the infamous Leland Dyke, or DK perhaps. I'm going to say DK. Beloved of jigsaw puzzle manufacturers. DK always crams his canvases with an exhausting amount of detail, an approach that he calls encyclopedic and many critics call kinophobic. Do you have any idea what the word kinophobic might mean?
Afraid of Ken?
Yes, almost certainly. It means afraid of Ken. Summer Afternoon depicts an English manor house in bold, and its surrounding gardens in bold. It's kind of sticking out from the wall in what I would describe as a suspicious way. Suggestions?
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
Look behind it.
You pull the frame down from the wall, revealing a safe.
Okay.
Check that out. It's a safe with a dial that goes up to 30. You haven't dialed the safe to any combination yet. The safe is closed. Right, well, we're not going to enter random numbers. Our time is too valuable for that. Tell me more about these bolded terms. Oh, dear. A pleasingly symmetrical brick building, its front door, framed by white columns, and automobile sits in the driveway. Shall I just lawnmower through the verbs, the nouns then?
Yeah, I was going to say, are we going to find a lawnmower?
I think we're going to find a code. Oh, a lawnmower. The front door is open, revealing the foyer within. A sleepy dog is curled up on the threshold. I'm just going to keep following the left wall of this particular labyrinth. Sure. Oh, God. A luxurious carpet runs to the length of a foyer, drawing visitors towards a huge landscape displayed on the far wall. Oh, no, we're getting inceptioned. The staircase is shadowy and foreboding. A painting within a painting. This one is a country scene with windmills and lazy sheep. The fiery sunset is the same red color as the carpet. A heavy door stands next to the canvas. Until someone stops me, I'm just going to keep examining the first thing. How deep does this rabbit hole go? What were you saying?
It's like the lime ergot part of the game.
Yeah, it's the lime ergot part of the game. The red carpet is decadently plush. It leads straight to the landscape, as if to lead people away from the staircase. Oh, so finally I think we've hit a dead end. Ha-ha. Okay. So let's go to the staircase. Go up one level. A dark staircase leads up to the second story of the mansion. Its polished wooden banister catches the light in an odd way. I want to go look at the banister if it's odd. Though the rest of the staircase is shadowy, the banister shines eerily, drawing your eye up to the second story. Computer enhance. Enhance. A long hallway runs from the staircase to the master bedroom. This is very Blade Runner. Bizarrely, a dove can be seen flying down the hall. Wow. It's good. I'm switching from the first thing to the most interesting thing. The dove is flying down from the master bedroom towards the staircase. Its significance is not immediately obvious. Yeah, I'm bored already. Let's go to the master bedroom. In the master bedroom of the old manor house, an apple sits abandoned on a table. A candle, just extinguished, fills the air with a long trail of white smoke. A white-haired man lies in bed with a knife in his chest, life fading from his eyes.
Yikes.
Is that the guy we're supposed to kill?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I hope not. He's already dead.
Well, he's in a painting, so it's not an actual guy anyway.
Yeah, he's almost dead. His candle has been snuffed.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm looking at the knife first. A short kitchen knife for paring apples, but long enough to kill the man who stands on the border between life and death in the instant depicted by this painting. The man lies in bed with a look of shock on his face. His spectacles have fallen to the floor. Oh, there's going to be a reflection in those spectacles. I will bet anything. We're going to follow that. His pocket watch is open in his hand as if to record the hour of his demise. Arg. With the tiniest brush in the world, Leland Dike has painted minuscule cracks in the spectacles that must have crashed to the floor besides the bed and the murdered man. We're coming to the plank length available to this painting. I was sure that there'd be something reflected in it to go full Blade Runner, but alas, no. The bed is dying man, lies in a regal four-poster bed. His spectacles have fallen on the floor nearby. I think we've done all of that. Let's check out the pocket watch. The watch, its numbers. The face of the watch is turned so that you can easily see the time is 2:30.
Time to go to the dentist.
It is. It is time to go to the dentist. Well spoken, sir. Hang on. I'm opening up my notes app just so I can take a note, and I forget how computers work. 2:30, and also 2 vowels. It has 2 vowels. What did the crumpled paper say?
Yeah, it has 2 vowels. Thrown into the.
It has 2 vowels. That's all. That's all we say. All right.
There are 3 lights.
There are 3 lights.
4 lights. 5 lights.
I don't know. We're all bad at Klingon. Apple. It's too much. A single slice has been cut from the apple, no doubt with the knife that currently occupies the torso of the dying man nearby. We have checked out all this. Yeah. Candle is what you were asking for earlier. The candle has just been blown out, perhaps as someone rushed by, perhaps in an attempt to escape, perhaps after plunging the knife into that man's chest.
Perhaps.
That's everything. So I think we came here just to get 2:30. So let's back out. Okay, here we are. If we go back inside, is there anything else to do? Check out the dog. A guard dog is doing a poor job of guarding. Anyone could step over through the front door into the foyer. Shoot. Did we look into the landscape inside the landscape? No, that was the painting within the painting, wasn't it? That we were in.
Oh.
I think?
No, this is the landscape is the painting within the painting.
Oh, okay. I thought we were diving deep into the landscape. Ryan wants to do exit painting. Ryan, doesn't work. As we go blind. Right. I am confused. What were we doing? White columns, automobile. We have not explored these. The columns near the front door are spotless. Those off to the sides of the mansion are crumbling a little, which we must assume is the artist's attempt at some sort of symbolism. I bet the numbers were the only things we needed. But let's continue. Examine automobile. The car's design places the painting in a very vague mid-century time period. Its driver, a well-dressed drunk, has fallen asleep at the wheel, a bouquet of roses falling from his grip. This gentleman meant to attend the party, but didn't even reach the front door. The intended recipient of his bouquet is in for a disappointment. I'm going to say roses just to be difficult. The flowers are only mostly in the drunkard's hand. In another instant, they will fall to the ground outside his automobile. I'm willing to say we have extracted the number because that the time on the pocket watch feels very that is the payload, that is the hidden information to me. Did you have further input or ideas about this landscape painting?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's more than just the watch, but I don't see what we missed. Carpet? Did you look at the carpet?
I don't know that I did the carpet. The red carpet is decadently plush. It leads straight to the landscape, as if to lead people away from the staircase. Yes, that sounds familiar to me. I'm going to leave the landscape for now.
So the there's the drunk in the car fallen asleep.
Yes.
He was bringing a bouquet to the party.
Yes.
And in the party, there's just a dead guy upstairs with a knife in his chest.
I don't even recall seeing a party per se. I'll be honest with you.
No.
There's a manor house, and there is a guy asleep. Well, not asleep, dying in bed because he has been stabbed, and a dog.
Yeah.
And that's all we got.
And the dog is not aware of anyone murdering anybody.
No, he's a poor dog.
Do we think the drunk was going to give the bouquet of roses to the dead guy?
Or the dog?
Well, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe to the murderer.
All right. Oh.
What kind of party is this exactly? No one invited me. I can't tell you.
Yeah. Curious.
Very curious. I'm going to look at our inventory again. We shall look at the cigar box, or the cigar box, as I like to say. There used to be a label on this rough wooden box, but it's been torn off, leaving a little scrap of adhesive behind, but no insignia. You can tell it's a cigar box, though, because you're a smart little girl. Oh, all this time I forgot who we were. I was envisioning myself, me, a non-little girl, squinting at this landscape painting, when instead I was internationally renowned little girl
assassin.
I was about to say little girl assassin, but that sounds like one who assassinates little girls, which is not. Well, no, that's not the case here. Here's the point. We're gonna open the box. You open the cigar box, revealing a pink scroll. This is very room escape, right? We're in a room escape game. That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many objects that even if I say examine the pink thing, it's like I don't even know what metal cylinder you're talking about. What? Where did that come from?
What about the pink slip with crumpled paper?
Yeah, it didn't even count the pink slip. The scroll is rolled up. Oh, we get to interact on roll scroll. You unroll the scroll, revealing these words: lady, chicken, fish, gold. Well, I can tell you what, only one of those has two vowels in it.
Really?
Well, I guess lady kind of has two vowels in it. Chicken absolutely has two vowels in it. The other two are right out.
Maybe chicken, fish, gold. Why is that on a pink scroll rolled up in a cigar box?
I think we're operating in room escape rules.
Yes.
We're in a space and we need to leave.
The game designer put it there.
The game designer put it there, and at any moment, we're going to hear a voice over the PA system giving us hints because our time is running out and there's more people waiting.
In the chat.
In the chat. Hurry up. Have you checked the south wall? Beep boop.
All right.
Okay.
Let's keep looking at things that we already took.
I'm going to look at that angel statuette. Yeah, I assume that these are all sitting on the bookshelves and we just cleared them out.
Yep.
A woman of ethereal beauty, her feathered wings framing her pearly shoulders, her long hair flowing in the wind, her low-cut robe pooling around her like a cloud. As she reclines and contemplates the ineffable, she's made of plastic. Okay.
It's an angel.
That's an angel, all right. A shaker.
Wings.
Nope, shake is not a verb. I think maybe she'd rattle or something, I don't know.
It's not a snow globe.
All right, laminated notice that we grabbed. The laminated notice reads, look at this. The Minnesota Escape Room Fairness Act, or MRFA, requires all in-person interactive puzzle entertainment attractions to provide a complete list of red herrings, items within the attraction that do not bear useful puzzle-solving information or contain information-bearing materials. Patrons of this attraction are advised that they may safely ignore the following items: green vase, mysterious 14-sided die, angel statuette, jar of almonds.
Helpful.
Yeah, I want to put these things. Can I put the, how big is the cigar box? You put the angel statuette in the cigar box. Examine the die, a weirdly shaped wooden die. Its face is engraved with weird symbols. So if I open, where was it? Cabinet? Case? Okay, I'm going to put away everything that we are told. I'm going to just completely trust this notice. First, I want to roll the die. You toss the die down in front of you. The side that ends up on top is marked with a 2 circles interlinked symbol. Oh, this is fun. Let's keep doing it. Look at that Unicode. Now it's a T with a bar over it. Now it's 3 parallel lines. Now it's an upside down ampersand. That seems... Come on. Why assume it's an upside down ampersand? Well, I suppose it's thematically... Okay, that's enough. We're putting that away.
It's a dragon. It's an adventure dragon.
Well, it's a... Aren't they demons? In... Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, right. Oh, from Atari Adventure. Yes, it is a dragon from Atari Adventure. That's what that is. Anyway, we're going to put this away. It's enough sugar box.
I'm sure that's in it's in Unicode, right? All the Atari Adventure things.
Yep. Has anyone implemented Atari Adventure in Inform? Because that game has fascinating topology.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. Because Adventure itself is, an attempt by, famously, Warren Robinett, if I understand correctly, to implement the text adventure game, Adventure, Crowther and Woods Adventure, on the Atari. And he ended up making something completely different and wonderful in its own way. So I wonder if that's ever come back again. I'm genuinely curious. I'm gonna make a note, because that's a good question. Has anyone made Atari Adventure in text? That would be curious. That's a very curious question.
Yeah.
You could have fun with that, because it's got a bat, and it's got the duck dragons that go and then they eat you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really distracted now.
Yeah. Carry the bridge and put it on.
Yeah, you carry the bridge. You can carry a bat that's carrying the bridge. That was good. That's good.
Right.
Do you remember how to make the guy's name appear?
Yeah, you take the magic dot to...
You take the dot. That's right.
Or
through the wall.
so that you have too many sprites on the same screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Oh, okay. We'll have to come back to that. We'll have to circle back to that one. We're putting the red herrings away. Almonds. I don't... What?
Do you think the cigar box is a red herring?
Well, we're going to close it, and then hopefully we don't need to put more things in it because I'm putting things away. I'm going to examine the jar. I don't even know where the jar is. An antique cookie jar in the shape of a smiling gnome. The lid is the gnome's head. They could have made it so the gnome's pointed hat was the lid, so you wouldn't have to pull off the gnome's head whenever you wanted a cookie, but they decided not to do it that way. Well, we already know it has almonds in it, right? Unless it's a different jar without almonds in it. Oh, well, we have to know now. Oh, my goodness. It's not a jar of almonds. It's a cookie jar with a pink page in it. It's another pink thing that's different than the pink slip.
Yeah, and the pink metal cylinder.
I'm going to have to type in the whole thing. A page of pink paper with these words written on it. A body part.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that the author of the game here is actually filling in the role as the puzzle escape room attendant, giving you hints over the PA system because that's literally what is happening right now in the chat.
I doubt that what he just said is important. But...
Oh, you think he's leading us astray?
Well, I think it's important as a fact of the world, but I don't think it's important to this game. The fact that you're pulling off the gnome's head instead of the hat, because that's crazy. Why do they do it that way?
I suppose so. We could also stuff things in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
When you see something stupid like a cookie jar that you have to pull off its head to get the cookies, you shouldn't say, "Huh, that's weird." I suppose so. Yes, the design of the cookie jar distracts from its function, and we should all take a lesson from that. An excellent point. That's what we're here. That's what we're here to discuss. Am I actually holding that? I'm so lost. Where's almonds? I don't... What? There's no almonds here.
Where's the cookie jar even?
Yeah. Where is the cookie jar even? It's back on... it's back in 3030. The skull has it. He's eating cookies in the future. The pink scroll is in the cigar box. How did that happen? Wait. Oh, I don't want that. No, I want the scroll. That was in the cigar. Okay, that's been in the cigar box the whole time. I see. I want to put the notice in the cigar box because we're going to be done with it soon.
I solved the pink scroll, by the way.
You solved. How is this possible? How?
Lady,
what?
chicken, fish, gold. These are all kinds of fingers.
Oh. I was just looking for the two vowels. Yeah, so it's a body part is finger. Okay. Which has two vowels and it's a body part. So do we just say finger? I'm going to say finger. Shall I?
I don't think so.
No?
Go ahead, but do it.
I'm going to say finger to myself. Finger. Examine finger.
We have a combination lock, right? So...
Yeah.
We have to come up with a number, not a word.
Well...
We haven't found the puzzle that we just solved, so we have to figure out...
See, 5 circular indentations, Doug. So maybe you put fingers in indentations?
Yeah.
No? I spelled that right, right?
The indentations.
Oh, boy. Oh. You know, for a keyword, I don't even know what it's talking about. Never mind. Okay,
Can you examine the indentations?
I suppose. Why, yes, you can. It's just the mechanism.
Yeah. 3 inches in diameter. That's pretty big. I don't think you can put the fingers of a hand into those. Probably too far apart.
Okay, so we have the word finger.
We have 3 clues to the word finger.
We have 3 clues to the word finger. I bet we're going to find more. But I'm going to keep going through what we have here.
Yeah.
Typewritten poem. The poem, Ugabilis, by Clark Ashton Smith. I recognize Clark Ashton Smith is a real person, either a colleague of or a student or disciple of H.P. Lovecraft. Anyway, I believe one of the post-Lovecraft writers in the Lovecraft mythos, I believe, or someone in that oeuvre. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to pronounce any of these words. Apologies in advance. And I'm also not going to read the line numbers to you. But in monospace font, here we go. In billow lost Poseidonus, I was the god Ugabilis. My 3 horns were of Similor above my double diadem. My 1 eye was a moon-wan gem found in a monstrous meteor. Incredible far peoples came, called by the thunders of my fame, and fleetly passed my terraced throne, where Titan pards and lions stood, as pours a never-lapsing flood, before the wind of winter blown. Before me many a chorister made offering of alien myrrh, and copper-bearded sailors brought from isles of ever-foaming seas enormous lumps of ambergris, and corals intricately wrought. The rest of the poem is on the back of the page. Do we need to turn the poem over? Oh, come on. Should work. I'm just going to keep reading it. There we go. The last 2 stanzas are typed on the back. Below my glooming architraves, 1 brown eternal file of slaves came in from mines of Chalcedon, and camels from the long plateau laid down their sard and peridot, their incense and their cinnamon. But now within my sunken walls the slow blind ocean serpent crawls, and sea worms are my ministers, and wandering fishes pass me now, or press before mine eyeless brow as once the thronging worshippers.
So this is a real poem. I just looked it up.
Yeah. I was hoping there'd be more references to fingers.
Weird Tales, Volume 15.
As much as I enjoy reading things, I'm just here to win the game. And I'm not here to appreciate art.
No,
that was fun. We don't have a rapier to fight the sea worms.
Did we see an architrave somewhere in this game?
I don't know what is an architrave.
I don't know, but I feel like I saw that word.
You very well may have. Well, not here you didn't.
A main beam resting across the tops of columns.
Oh, yeah, we totally did.
Entablature.
We 100% did. We saw that in the on Mount Olympus.
Right.
That is some excellent recall skill, sir.
Did we see any of these other words? Probably not.
I think we've seen every single word.
Oh.
No, we haven't. Yes. I was just making that up.
We just did.
Well, we've been fighting we fought a sea worm that was inside of an ocean serpent. So yeah. Perhaps this poem inspired the events, some or all of the events or things or key scenes in this particular video game. Perhaps
this meteor.
Yeah.
There was something about a meteor landing on a crater. Meteorite.
In the moon?
Yeah, it was just saying offhandedly, these craters stay here forever unless they get hit by another meteorite.
A monstrous meteor is also very important to the plot of Earthbound. I will just put that in there.
Oh,
because you're always looking for the Earthbound connection.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I see here.
Glad you're an Earthbound expert.
Yep, it's really helping a lot. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah. That wasn't in the red herring list, right?
No. In the red herring list was, can we remember? The 14-sided die, the angel statuette, the jar of almonds, and another thing that I've already forgotten. Do you remember?
The angel statuette? No. Yeah, we got that.
We have to look again.
Oh, the vase, maybe?
It was the vase. Let's get the vase out of here. A ceramic vase glazed with a few different shades of green, handmade by a talented amateur. Okay.
Look inside the vase.
Look in vase. It's empty.
Just a vase. Okay, good.
Can
That
stuff.
would be sneaky to put a non-red herring inside a red herring.
Oh, that would make it not a red herring by definition. I would argue.
I suppose.
If you're holding a clue, you yourself are a clue. That's the rule.
Wow. Okay.
It bubbles up. Clueness bubbles up to its containers.
So we are not red herrings.
We are not red herrings, you and I. Indeed. Short note. I can do whatever I want to with the objects in this game, Ryan. I can put a large object in a tiny thing if I want. A small piece of pink paper which reads, at least, ellipsis, 2 consonants are side by side. Yes, sure. So, the pink paper, all the pink papers are pointing at the finger, if you will. Right?
Yep.
Okay, so
far.
I think that's what's going on. Green vase we took care of. Rosewood box closed. Well, let's examine the rosewood box. This is a beautifully crafted wooden box with intricate inlays all over its polished surfaces. It's a bit Zarfian, if you ask me. Seems a bit so far, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. The lid of the box has 4... That's very Zarf, excuse me. The lid of the box has 4 square panels sticking up slightly from its corners. One is green, one is purple, one is orange, and one is black. Oh no. These colors mean nothing to me. Do they mean anything to you?
No.
Press 1.
They're secondary colors.
I suppose they are secondary. Well, black is not a secondary color, sir.
No. Is black a color?
Black is the absence of color, my dad taught me. And white is the presence of color. I guess it depends upon... Well, are we talking about pigment or the other one? Light.
Right.
Because it's different. It's the presence of pigment, but it's the absence of light. Whereas the other way is the other way. The point is this. Are we running out of time? Come on.
We don't have a time limit. We can play again.
Yeah, we can come back as long as we want. I was just saying...
Digressions,
Yeah.
Digressions are what people come for, right?
The interactions, it's not called static fiction. It's not called play it by yourself quietly fiction. It's not called sit in a dark room and...
We're not speedrunning.
Yeah, no one's speedrunning. Hey, buddy, where's the fire?
Slow food.
Yeah, slow food.
We're savoring.
We're gourmands of text and typing things into keyboards. I thought maybe you could press these panels, but you can't. They're just there.
Can you turn them?
Lick green panel.
Open
Not much
them.
to be gained by that. Can I just open up the damn box? Rose woof. Of course you can. You open the rosewood box. Oh boy. You open the rosewood box, revealing an ape figurine, a boar figurine, a cat figurine, a cow figurine, a deer figurine, a goat figurine, a sheep figurine, a wolf figurine. And I like how the letters go A, B, C, yeah, C, D, G, S, W. Can we spell the word finger with these? No. Can we spell the word finger using the letters in the word figurine?
Figurine.
My figure. Do you know British people say figurine? I know that because of the song Figurine by Ladytron, where Marnie, I can't remember her last name. Helen Marnie. Her last name is Marnie, and she's Scottish, and she sings the title of the song, Figurine. Anyway, my point is this. Yes, go on.
How do you pronounce figure? Figure or figure?
Figure. Yeah, and then it went into minus figures. Yeah, that's the black the dun 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 dun. What song is that? It's a novelty song about the black hit of space, and it's about how a song went so far up the charts that it went into negative numbers, and the vocalist says it went into minus figures.
Wow.
Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? JWZ posted it once. I don't know. Hang on, I gotta take a note. That's like, use image from the black
offense is a good defense.
Hit of space for thumbnail to this video. Okay, that's gonna be good. We're extracting so much inspiration from this game. I've got, has anyone made Atari Adventure in text? And I've got use image from black hit of space in thumbnail for this video. We're making art, and all I have is just a box full of figurines. I'm going to look at these figurines. Oh, where's my cursor? It's not even in the thing. It's a goofy ape carved out of wood standing on a square platform. Oh, well, I want a round platform. Let's look at the boar. A nasty-looking boar carved out of wood standing on a square platform. A cute little cat carved out of wood standing on a sitting, not standing, on a square platform. A slender cow carved out of wood standing on a square platform. A stately deer carved out of wood standing on a square platform. A graceful goat standing. A rugged sheep standing. And a wolf sitting, sinister, carved out of wood. So they're all square platforms. 2 of the animals are sitting. The rest are standing.
There's 8.
There's 8. And perhaps I could put the figurine on the square panel. So there's, what are their colors? There's black, purple, orange, but there's no obvious color to animal correspondence. I mean, let's try this. So if I get the wolf.
So only one of them has fingers.
That would be the ape. Is that what you're thinking?
Coincidence, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to get the ape too. And if I put ape on green panel, you can't put anything on the lid while the box is open. All right. I'm going to keep typing woof. Yeah. No, it's a typo I make all the time. I used to work at the Longwood campus of Harvard Medical School, and I would type long woof every single time. Every single time. Ugh. Look at that. Look at that. That's progress right there.
Is it?
Yeah. We're going to have to put the animals, the square animals, onto the square. Look how nice it fits. I'm envisioning this, and I'm like so pleased at how perfectly the animal, because if you try to put it on like the box, right? There, see?
Oh, there you go.
I'm ahead of the curve, Doug. I know where this is leading. I don't know where this is leading, but I'm not saying I can see 5 steps ahead. I'm not even saying I can see 1 step ahead. I'm saying I know the shape of the next step somewhere in the future. And it's going to involve putting animals on these colors.
So which one's purple?
I don't know. I want to shake the ape. Oh, wait, we still can't shake things. I really want to shake him and like have him like rattle.
I think it's like a salt shaker or something.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking maybe they have. Isn't there like a board game
Something inside.
with like there's like little markers and they have like ball bearings in them, and you shake them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
There's a board game called Zap Zarap.
That's the one I'm thinking of, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm thinking these are Zap Zarap figures, and they have different ball bearings in them that suggest colors when you shake them, and you put them on the thing.
Okay.
But that's shake is not a verb that even takes place in the Little Match Girl cinematic universe. There's no shaking. There's no shaking in Match Girl. Not yet. Not in this game. Okay. I don't want to look at all the animals. I'm done playing with them. The rest of it is the stuff we came with. Dang. So there's this case. It's the kind of display case that a high school would use to show off all of its marching band trophies. In the glass display case are a cookie jar. Wait, but if we were interacting with a cookie jar and it was closed, how is this possible?
Did we interact with it?
I don't know.
We just looked at it. I
guess
think we actually opened it.
No, we pulled its head off, and there was a pink thing inside. Didn't we?
Oh, and did we get the pink?
I think we got the. Well, I'm gonna look at the jar now. See, there you go.
Oh, it's back, or did we never take it out? Maybe we just looked at it.
No, it was in the case the entire time. I guess the jewelry box we didn't open. Okay. My point is this: there's the jewelry box, a cookie jar, a metal cylinder.
The pink page?
Yeah. No, we read the pink page. There's no reason to get it. What? No, go on. I want to hear this.
Did we unroll it?
It's just a page.
Did we unroll it?
You want to unroll the page?
What thing? No. What was the thing that we unrolled? That was a different thing.
That was a scroll that was inside of the cigar box.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I think it's a bug. I think Ryan is a little worried.
Yeah, this game is chock full of mealy bugs. Check out that cylinder. Done with that gnome. This tube of pinkish metal is made of 6 rings with letters going around them. There are 6 letters on each ring. For example, the letters on the first ring are B, P, E, V, T, and F. A pointer thingy indicates the word that the cylinder is currently set to, pagans. What could we possibly do with this? It's 6 letters. And you can make an F out of the first one. Do you want to just cheat and go straight to the thing?
Can we open the display case just to make Ryan happy?
Yeah, let's open the display case. It's already open.
Oh. Why couldn't we get stuff before? That's weird.
Oh, Ryan wants us to make dirty words out of it. That seems like a lot of work. Like
to make dirty words?
Yeah. Do you have to like examine each ring? Yeah. This is terrible. I'm not going to do that. No. Look, can I just spell finger? This is making me very tired.
It's a dirty word.
It kind of is, actually. Yeah, it can be. We have to set each one anyway. It'll take all night.
What happens if we take all again? Can we get more stuff?
Yeah. What happens if we take all again? Oh yeah. Yeah, this time we took the cookie jar, we took the pink page, we took the jewelry box. Something about a Mastodon coin. We haven't even looked at the jewelry box yet.
Oh, something rattled.
Where? What? Who? Oh. My goodness.
You were right.
Yeah, but
shake this metal cylinder.
Well, then it'll pop open. I was gonna look. Do not distract me from my quest to spell.
Sorry.
Very slowly. Oh my lord!
No, wait. Ryan says you can set cylinder.
No.
Set cylinder. To
I'm not listening to him anymore. Okay.
What? It's a shortcut. Fin ends.
I'm halfway through my way. I'm going to do it my way.
Fingies.
It's funnier to hear me complain anyway. Fingies.
Finges.
That should work. Also, I want to spell the word sixth because I can't. I don't think I've ever typed the word sixth into a text adventure game before. That's pretty cool. And now the word on the cylinder is finger. The end of the cylinder swings open and something falls out into your hand, a coin with a pterodactyl on it. Oh, so there's a pterodactyl and a mastodon. So we're going to find ancient animals to go with the
Those
modern living animals.
Not contemporary, I don't think. Were there mastodons at the same time there were pterodactyls?
I doubt it.
No.
A gold coin, or maybe a medallion, is the output to examine coin, the pterodactyl coin, embossed with the image of a screaming pterodactyl. That's pretty rad. Can you flip the coin? Nothing obvious happens.
Screaming and not just yawning.
It's all in the pose. It's in the facial expression. It's got kind of a rage behind its eyes, perhaps.
Pretty good embossing job.
It's very good. Have you seen that landscape painting? Whoever commissioned this room is
Canophobic.
Yes, this too is panophobic. Does that mean fear of everything? No, canophobic.
Canophobic.
Yeah. What could that possibly
Fear
mean?
Keno?
Like Keno is a game that old people play in bodegas.
Yeah. Pretty scary.
One of these days, I will be an old man playing Keno in a bodega, but not today. And when I am, until that day occurs, I am Kenophobic. And then I will become Kenophilic.
Okay, Kenophobia is an abnormal fear of empty spaces.
I see. So that's you have to stuff. There's no blank space in your paintings. You have to stuff everything full of everything.
Right. So Ken is an empty space.
Yeah. Ken is an empty space. Another moral to take home.
Mm-hmm.
So we have. Can I just put coins into the thing? What?
Yeah, I just realized that where the coins go.
Oh yeah, obviously. You place the pterodactyl coin into one of the empty indentations where it fits extremely snugly.
Does it matter which one?
No.
It's not.
It keeps referring to the master. Okay, so jewelry. The sides of this box are panes of glass joined with delicate metal soldering and delicate little hinges. The lid is clasped with a delicate little lock. Ooh, we have a thing for that.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. That's the very first thing we found.
The steel key in the tiny envelope.
Yeah.
Is it delicate?
Yeah.
I didn't remember the key being delicate.
It was very tiny.
Okay.
Boom. So the only thing in it was the mastodon coin.
Yep.
It's an angry mastodon, man. These ancient animals are aggro.
Is it sitting or standing?
Ooh, I don't know. If it's angry, I don't think it'll be sitting down. It's going to be bearing down at you. It's going to be standing. That's a standing mastodon.
So do we think the rosewood box has like a secret compartment with another medallion?
Yes. That's what I think.
Yep.
I don't know what to do. Okay, we got two of them. All right. That's why when we first come to this space, we know it's a room escape, and that's why it says, okay, let's see what we're working with. Like, presume nothing. It's like, here we are. Here's our room. We're going to escape the room. Yep. It's interesting in that one wants to say L to say give me what remind me what's nearby, and this game is saying no. I choose not to tell you.
Hey, look out the window.
Look out the window. It looks like you're on the 5th or 6th floor of whatever building this is. Outside, low-hanging clouds are lit up yellow-orange by unseen streetlights. Snow is coming down in big puffy flakes and swirling across the surface of a frozen river. The streets are empty. It is the middle of the night. In the center of all this quiet beauty is an extremely bright LED billboard pointed right at your face. A strip of pink paper is wedged into the window frame. Well, it's just going to clue the thing again, isn't it? A little strip of pink paper stuck between the window and its frame. If anything is written on it, it's on the side you can't see. If we open the window, will it blow away? Do we care? What is the billboard?
You could probably retrieve it.
The billboard is really, really bright. Right now, it's displaying an ad for escapement puzzle rooms. There's an address and a phone number and a Twitter handle. And below that are some animal silhouettes. An orange deer. Oh, heck, it changed to the next ad. You'll have to wait for it to loop around.
Oh.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Deer. Yes.
All right. Okay, so let's get on this. Oh, come on. Yes. Should we just get all? There, I did it. Oh, no, I can't get all the animals?
I never looked at the desk. No.
I don't want to look at the desk. Okay, let's look at the desk. No, we're focusing. We got to focus. Doing the thing.
Can we grab the pink paper before we forget about it?
There we go.
There we go.
Put deer on orange panel. But the pink... can we get it? Slip, right? Strip? Dang. Hey, we got it. I think all the pink papers. Yeah, no, it's not going to tell us anything we don't know. Okay. Now it's an ad for the Lone Diamond Casino. They have an Elvis impersonator who performs alongside a Marilyn Monroe impersonator. I was hoping it would just have animals every time. Now the billboard is telling you that a local hospital thinks your baby is the most important thing. You don't even have a baby. Now there's an ad for the Electric Phantom, which deals in used video games and vaping supplies. Their mascot is a Grim Reaper guy blowing a smoke ring. Oh, a cameo by DeShareZone here in this Veeder game. I wasn't expecting that collaboration. Very good.
Product placement.
Yeah.
Paid advertising.
I want there to be a DeShareZone text adventure, except admin would immediately lose patience and say swear words and say, I just want to chill and think about space and not type things in. I don't think admin would like text adventures, but that's fine. Now it's back to the ad for the escapement puzzle rooms. The animals at the bottom are... Oh, here they are. We just get them all at once. An orange deer, a purple ape, a black boar, and a green wolf.
Pink clovers.
And purple horseshoes. No, at the very end, I fail. The box shudders and a secret compartment slides open so violently that the 4 figurines clatter to the floor. Can I just cut to the chase? Yes, I can. Give me that Triceratops coin.
Huh.
A gold coin, or maybe a medallion, embossed with the image of a formidable Triceratops. So this one is not threatening you. He's just looking tough. Tops in mechanism. Okay. All right. So, I already know what to do with this. Do you know what to do with this?
We're out of the clock. 2:30. Leland Dyke. I didn't know he made clocks.
I didn't know he made clocks.
You stop reading things.
I did stop reading things. I'm so excited. Examine clock, a wooden clock with a bunch of fancy carved bits, including a little door for a cuckoo to pop out of. It's set to 1:46 p.m. A little label on the bottom says, this was carved by Leland DK. I'm just going to keep pronouncing it that way. I don't know. I didn't know he made clocks. Set clock to 2:30. You set the cuckoo clock to 2:30 a.m. Oh, I want to set it to 2:30 p.m. You set the cuckoo clock to 2:30 p.m. I'm not sure exactly what happened here. But okay. Like, I literally don't know. Is this a gag? Is this a goof? Is this a jape? I'll accept it as a jape.
Is it a 24-hour clock?
I guess it could be a 24-hour clock.
14:30?
Well, yeah, and the clocks are striking 13. The point is this. Something clicks inside the clock. Did you break it? As you're leaning in to inspect the device, suddenly it whistles, cuckoo, 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 very loud, directly into your face. There's a lot of things screaming into our face in this place. Getting paranoid. The little door opens up and a coin shoots out, striking you painfully in the nose before falling to the floor. Then the door closes and the cuckooing stops. Thank God, only one more coin. Fearsome Tyrannosaurus. I'm gonna use a period, and I'm gonna say put it in mechanism. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch that parser. Look at that.
Probably just skip the get coin part.
It worked.
Nice.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. You put the Tyrannosaurus coin in one of the empty indentations. What does our mechanism look like now? In the mechanism are a Tyrannosaurus coin, a Triceratops coin, a Mastodon coin, and a Pterodactyl coin. So, meanwhile in the chat, Ryan is noting that he was using the I7, which is to say Inform 7 native notion of time values, which distinguish AM and PM, and he didn't feel like implementing a new version of time. I mean, okay. Fine. Animals are on the floor. Say again?
I predicted we got to find a Stegosaurus coin.
Steggy. Or a Brontosaurus. But Brontosauruses have fallen out of favor, you're right.
Velociraptor.
Oh, Raptor. The kids love those. I'm going to go with Stegosaurus. I like that. I'm willing to support you in this. What else have we picked up? Oh, we picked up the painting. We haven't opened the safe. It's inside of the safe. So we need a safe combination. Right? Yeah.
On the desk?
Yeah. It has a single drawer. On the desk is a paperweight, which we have discovered many times is glued. The paperweight is holding down a to-do list, which reads, lump of ambergris, meteor, camel.
Oh.
Do you see? Yeah. Let's do it.
It's the poem.
It's the poem. Ambergris is 17. Meteor is 6. Is there a camel here, or is it on the other side? I bet it has to be on the other side.
Yep. 22.
I've already forgotten. Wait a minute. Something 622. What was the first one? 17?
17. Ambergris, yeah.
Did that do it? Did it do it? You open the wall safe, revealing a saber-toothed tiger coin. I think you know ding dong dang well what I mean, game. Why?
Oh, saber-toothed tiger. That was one of my options.
Yeah, we didn't say the Smilodon. In mechanism. You place the saber-toothed tiger coin in the last indentation. The door makes a dramatic chunk noise. Ryan also adds this is his office from grad school.
Does that mean that we're in Iowa?
We are absolutely in Iowa. We are
And it's
always in
snowing.
Iowa. Even the moon is in Iowa.
It's snowing outside, so are we in Winter Storm Draco?
I'm going to leave the author to answer that question while I open the door. You open the steel door.
I don't actually know whether he went to grad school in Iowa.
In the east wall. The building is dark. The hallway leads north. Follow my nose. We're looking for flame. Enough of this. We have solved the room. I don't know. Is there anything else to check out here? I don't want to leave too soon.
Sure, there is. I'm sure we missed things.
There's more plot.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Did we open the door?
Yeah, we did, and then I went back again.
Okay.
We
need a flame now.
Let's just leave. I'm leaving. There's another room on the east side of the hall. Lounge. It's a dark room with a big comfy chair, a coffee table, and not much else. A computer monitor gives the scene a pallid blue cast.
Ryan says Winter Storm Draco is in the Stew-niverse continuity, not the Lemastro. The You've Got a Stew Going universe, I guess?
That's how I interpret that. There's a video feed on the monitor depicting the room you were just in. It's empty, of course. The door is open.
Oh, someone was watching us, except nobody was watching us.
Well, that is to be expected. It's also the middle of the night, so I think we are here after hours messing up their room escape.
Are we going to have to reset it all?
Probably. Almost certainly. Look at the furniture.
To unescape the room.
A low black table, essentially featureless, probably from IKEA. On the coffee table is a purse. Oh, yeah. Examine the purse. A stylishly floppy bag. The zipper is closed. You open the purse, revealing a cigarette lighter and some other less interesting stuff. All that to get a cigarette lighter.
But we don't have a cigar from the cigar box.
Oh no! What will we do? Sit in the chair without looking at it. Oh wait, yeah. In. You lower yourself into the chair and groan comfortably. You deserve a quick break after all that. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing that. I do. I'm going to... Wait. I'm going to sleep. No. Okay. Flick lighter. Anything else you wanted to do here before we flame out, as it were?
Not really, no.
All right. Whoa. Flick is a verb.
Lighter?
Yeah, you'd think flick lighter would. If you implement
it's not
flick,
a bic.
Yeah.
Is it a bic?
Yeah. Can we examine the lighter?
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at it yet. It has a motif of pink roses. I'm light the lighter. Okay, fine. You switch on the lighter and a little yellow flame appears on the top. You stare into the fire. You extend your will into the cosmos. Somewhere out there is the place you're looking for. You're very close now. You are in the woods. Mist slinks like a withered viper between the trees. Your destination is north, deeper in the woods. I say.
Withered viper? Wow.
A withered viper. Check out the mist, mister. Thirsty fog coils around your boots that we are wearing, and not our astronaut helmet. Oh, we stole all this crap from
my God.
Look at this. Oh, man.
Whoops.
Woof.
We escaped with the loot.
We did.
I hope we're not going to have to reuse all these things.
I'm sure we will. North, woods, animal bones stick out of the mud. Just a little further. I'm going to get all again. There are none at all available. Beep boop. But there's bones. A nameless beast, a thing that never walked the earth. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God. If you get the bones, there's no point in that.
Are we on the moon again?
Yeah, we're probably on the moon. If you're a smart ass, you go in the wrong direction. Not that way. Okay, so we've scented our quarry. There's no way. There's no direction but onward to the kill.
Just a little farther.
That is how I'm reading this. Woods, brambles grope at your arms and cheeks. There's a hovel up ahead. A slumped hut with no door in its doorway. Rar, rar, rar. Just gonna keep going. Hovel, a bony old man leans over a crib built from twigs. Feels a little bit like my game. I just have to point that out. It's okay. Just gonna say that once. Creepy. Look at the crib. A crude and uncomfortable nest. In the crib is a baby. Look at the man. Oh no. Man, the old year? Uh-oh. Why, he is ancient and loathsome.
Oh.
His hair lies in a few wisps over his head. His face is furrowed with 1,000 wrinkles. He looks back at you and sneers. His teeth are yellow stumps. And is the baby going to be the new year? We can assume so, and it is asleep. We will confront the old man who is perhaps unwilling to pass along his charge or something.
Talk, man.
Time's up, you tell him. He waves the notion away. A yellow fingernail grazes your nose. No, not for me. I have all the time in the world. He glances back at the crib. The child inside is smooth and perfect. You still have a chance to go quietly, you tell him. The others all did. Ha! A wad of hot mucus lands on your cheek. How many of my kind have you met? You take a steady breath. 18, I think. Does that mean you're 18 years old?
Guess.
Maybe. I thought you.
Not that little.
I took Ebenezabeth as being younger than 18, but okay, we'll keep going. He throws his head back.
Girl,
yeah. He throws his head back and chortles. 18 years, still a little girl, still stupid in the ways of the world. I'm hardly the first to take my fate into my own hands, but I will be the last. He starts wheezing and heaving.
Ew.
Do you want to just shoot him? Or just keep talking to him?
Don't care.
You don't care?
I could go either way. It's getting late.
Yeah. I was going to say shoot him. You fire into his chest. The explosion shakes the walls. The old year's throat makes a sound like a bubble popping. He falls to the floor. Black blood oozes over the soil. You peer into the crib. The baby's still asleep.
Okay.
You get the baby. You take the baby in your arms. Oh, I think the baby's been kidnapped. The new year is not supposed to be in a hovel.
Right.
Let's smell the baby.
I see.
Can you kiss the baby? You give it a gentle peck on the forehead. Aw. Nothing to do now, but wake up. Can you rock the baby? I want to do baby things. Okay.
Nothing to do now.
Wake up. Unless you have a different idea.
No, wake up.
Check out the man. His eyes stare up in shock. Oily blood mingles with the mud. Okay, that's gross. Let's get out of here. Wake up. A dark room with a big... Oh, but we're back in the room escape. Right? A dark room with a big comfy chair, a coffee table, and not much else. A computer monitor gives the scene a pallid blue cast.
Oh, chair was too comfy.
The chair was too comfy. Maybe we had to sit in it, and I was just role-playing. I was just role-playing when I sat in it. Amazing.
Yeah.
But we have the lighter. Do we just travel again? Oop, it's gone.
Oh, maybe we have to go all the way back. Do we have to wake up again?
Oh, was I more correct than I knew when I said Inception?
Yep.
I think you got it. Let's just follow this all the way back. Lounge, surface, stomach. Are the guys still here? Oops, I'm looking at the painting.
What?
No, this is where Geppetto and Pinocchio were, right?
Yeah, but how? Oh, we're carrying the painting, right?
Yeah. No, we totally ripped it off. So we had a chance to go back and put all those things back, and we just didn't. We just chose not to.
Oh, well.
You cannot sleep to push back down a level. This is a one-way ratchet. So all the people that we were interacting with are not here anymore.
They're all just a dream.
We can still dream in the dream. You can still wander around. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep waking up. Is our skull here? No, skull's gone. It would be out of character for like the skull to still be there hanging out.
In the brazier, yeah.
Yeah.
It's burning.
Okay. Keep going. Temple of Hera. Can we go tell Zeus to stick it? We foiled your plan to foil our plan. No, okay. Nothing to do there. You blink. I'm now waking from the Mount Olympus. You blink and the world seems to melt before your eyes. Physicality fluctuates in spasms in the space between spaces. The little girl is trying to hold herself together, trying to hold on to the baby. See, it's saying little girl again. That's not 18. Sorry.
Well, it was in a dream, so we were dreaming that we were older than we
Oh,
were.
okay. I accept this. I accept this explanation. And as she came to her senses, the cold of New Year's Eve, crept back into her limbs. Bedroom. The little girl stood in her bedroom. Her birthday cake was on a plate on her bedside table. Its candle, now extinguished, lay nearby. Her little brown cat was curled up on the bed, sleeping peacefully. From elsewhere in the house, she could hear Papa's snoring. She was awfully tired after her long errand, but before she could go to sleep herself, she had to conclude her business on the roof. Presently, the cat awakened, though the little girl had not made a sound, and leapt down from the bed to greet its mistress. Well, the first order of business is to pet the cat. She gave the cat a few gentle pets and scritches until the animal produced a noise that the little girl knew to mean, "Yes, that is sufficient. You may go about your own business until I next require you. We have been dismissed." What if I do it again? Same response. That is also sufficient. Oh, we still have a baby. Do we give the baby to the boards? And a gun. And the yarn? Did we ever use the yarn? It's a ball of coarse blue yarn which the little girl had found in a wrecked ship inside a giant shark. We also have a space helmet, and I'm going to put it on. She dropped the helmet again on her head and felt quite silly. I'm going to do stupid things. I'm going to put the baby in the helmet. She knew she had to be very careful not to let this infant out of her sight, and she felt as though she would be content to hold the little thing in her arms forever, but she knew that was impossible, for the baby had an important job to do. No, we don't get to keep the boots. We keep the ridiculous helmet and the yarn and the gun. So we're still strapping, and we've got a little one.
Did we lose the dress, too?
Yeah. No dress. Have we looked at ourselves? The little girl's long flaxen hair hung in pretty curls around her throat. Always slightly threatening the way it says throat there. Her name, though it had been her name for barely a year, was Ebenezabeth Scrooge. Remember that name. Anyway, up on the roof we go. A blanket of snow lay over the roof and along the parapet, where a group of sparrows perched, shivering impatiently. All around was the dark city of London, and above was the dark sky. I'm glad to hear we still have the boots. Thank you. Okay.
Sparrows?
Yeah, right. They are our client after all.
Were they sparrows?
They were sparrows. They were always sparrows.
Okay.
You recall the white pole because you looked up that word after we were done.
Yes. Yes.
That's where the term poll tax comes from, about counting the heads. We could just thrust the baby into the arms of the sparrows, but we should talk to them first. The sparrows began chirping wildly in anticipation as they noticed Ebenezabeth's arrival until their leader, the sparrow with the white poll, shushed them. "Is it done?" The sparrow's eyes bulged like an owl's. "Is the old man dead?" Ebenezabeth nodded. The younger sparrows all shrieked for joy at this, but the eldest remained serious. "And the child?" "I've brought the baby with me," said Ebenezabeth, revealing the infant and eliciting from the younger sparrows an even greater outpouring of emotion. Their leader in turn issued a shrill whistle, which the little girl took at first as an admonition to the other sparrows to cease their jubilations. The bird with the white poll went on whistling even after the sparrows had quieted, though, and soon it became clear to Ebenezabeth that it was some sort of signal. In another moment, it was clear for whom the signal was intended, for from out of the cloudy sky descended a massive bird of dazzling white plumage. It was the stork himself, and he alighted on the parapet to join the sparrows. They looked quite small indeed, perched next to such a creature. The little girl recovered quickly from her shock and bowed deeply. "It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Stork," she said. And there's our cover art for the game. The great bird nodded in acknowledgement. "Thank you, Ebenezabeth Scrooge, for rescuing the new year. There are some who feared that 1846 would go on forever, but most of us had faith in your success." "I am happy to have helped," said Ebenezabeth, presenting the baby to the stork. "If I can ever assist you again, you must not delay in asking." The stork nodded again and accepted the swaddled parcel in his great beak. Then he spread his wings, what a sight, and launched himself into the clouds to bear the infant to its appointed place. "We will depart now too," declared the sparrow with the white poll, and the sparrows all flew off together, leaving the little girl and her little cat, who I suppose followed her, alone on the roof. You know what I'm going to do? She waved her hands.
Politely.
She waved at the cat. I don't know why I'm so okay.
Cool. Okay.
Well, we don't have the end yet.
The year just would have gone on forever?
What would have gone on? Oh, the year?
Yeah.
I suppose so. Does Annus Evertens mean year end? Year without ending? I still haven't looked that up.
I looked it up. It means a year of upheaval.
Oh. What is historically significant about the year 1846?
I don't know. British history.
Curious. If you try to get the cat, what you see is this. The little girl reached down towards her friend, but the cat gave no indication that it wished to be held, and the little girl knew better than to pursue the subject further. I suppose we could be perverse and keep doing it, but yes, it'll say the same thing, and that's fine. That is remaining strictly in character. Very good. Nothing else to do. Talk to the cat. We have already had this conversation. Let us go downstairs. She felt as if she couldn't stay awake another second. Well, shall we sleep?
Guess.
The little girl climbed into bed. Her cat jumped up after her, finding its usual spot nestled against her breast. A great, sonorous knell sounded far away, the church bell tolling the hour. Midnight had come at last. The little girl counted along in a soft voice. 2, 3, 4, 5. But then she fell fast asleep. The Little Match Girl 2, Annus Evertens, written and directed by Hans Christian Andersen, programmed by Ryan Veeder, Inform 7 by the Inform 7 team, Vorpal by the Vorpal team. Editor was Emily Bogheim. Production designer Jenny Bologna. Other editor Rich Cheng. Director of photography Carolyn Van Esseltine. Casting Carl Muckenhaupt. Lurker Derek Stoa. There's a lot of names here. You're Doug. Look, you're in there.
Oh, carpentry.
Look at all these special thanks. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, Emily. I know a lot of these names.
Is your name on here? You must be on here.
There's some Patreon action happening here. Have you seen Patreon's new logo?
No.
There's Sarah Wilson, famously of the Earthbound podcast,
Oh.
in her role as
Jason
Animal
Love,
Wrangler.
hey, he's in the chat.
Oh yeah. Hey Jason.
That's perfect. But you're not in that list. Oh no.
I'm not in that. Well, I don't need to be. And I'm your narrator, Jason McIntosh. Thank you for joining us. Ebenezabeth Scrooge will return in The Little Match Girl 3, The Aeschylus Manifold. The end.
So who did the music? Did I miss that?
Yeah, who did the music? Who did the music,
Is that
Ryan?
in credits?
Hooray!
Is that-
I guess I could scroll up. Whoop. Fun Police. I have no idea why Jmac isn't there. Yeah, I'm not in here, dude. That's fine. No, I read my own title. It's fine.
Yeah.
From my brain. It took me until Carl Muckenhaupt to decide these are not actual credits. these are Patreons. But that's very good.
Ryan Veeder did the music.
Oh. That was my first guess.
Yeah. Uncredited.
Uncredited. All right.
Cool.
Well, we finished at exactly 10, even though we spent the first 5 to 7 minutes panicking over OBS. That was fun. Very good game.
Yeah.
The reason I played this is because I was talking about Earthbound with Ryan in email, and he said, well, you haven't played The Little Match Girl 3 yet. And now I'm wondering what could possibly be in The Little Match Girl 3 that is about Earthbound when this game in particular explored so many Earthboundy things. But what I really ought to do, I think it was Jason here in the chat who summoned me into the Int Fiction forums to come talk about what I meant about the parallels between the game we just now played and Earthbound, and I should go attend to that. So, was Jason or somebody else? I don't know. Not there.
Yeah, I think it was.
Ryan says, don't stream LMG3. It's not a streaming game. Now I'm intrigued. You know what? I'll ask more about that offline. We'll take that offline. But for now, thanks everybody for joining us. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad that this game fit neatly into 2 hours. I'm glad it had into 2 sessions. Yeah. So we'll do this again. And my Mastodon is jmac@masto.nyc. And when I have more games to play, I will name them there. The end. Okay. Good night,